Okay, I have a theory about what the Star of Bethlehem is. Like, I literally think I figured it out. And this can also help you with your life. And it tells us where all of humanity came from, if my calculations are correct. I'm gonna connect some crazy dots for you, in my opinion. Get ready for the deep dive into the Star of Bethlehem. Now, for those of you who don't know, the current understanding of the Star of Bethlehem is basically this star appeared when Jesus was born, or around that time. And these Magi, these wise men from the east, are inspired to travel to Jerusalem because of the star. This will come in handy. Okay, here's the thing, and I will show you proof and connect the dots why. I think that the Star of Bethlehem is where we as humanity came from. A lot of people in some of these posts, metaphysical posts, talk about how Jesus represents us. He also represents the Son of God, S-U-N, plasma. Stars are also made of plasma. For anyone who doesn't know about plasma intelligence, it's the fourth state of matter, but it's a mystical, metaphysical substance that holds intelligence and consciousness and can be molded by it, and we're also made of it. That doesn't really matter, just a little side note. Okay. So let's say Jesus represents all of us as humanity, and we came from the Star of Bethlehem. Let me tell you where it is. And number one, I actually don't know how I exactly know this. Call it intuition, call it a download. It came to me, I wrote a lot of notes on it, I connected the dots, and here we are. If it resonates with you, great. If not, great. Okay, the dots are so obvious for me. Tell me if this is obvious for you. Okay, it's a star within Cygnus. We're gonna go on this adventure together because this download was like 3 years ago and I'm just talking about it now. But this is crazy, y'all. So, stay with me. Cygnus is a northern constellation on the plane of the Milky Way. It means swan. It is a northern cross. Christianity, Jesus cross. Okay, here's where it gets exciting, and I feel like I was meant to discover this. So the Star of Bethlehem, I think, is Deneb. Deneb, also translated to Dana B, which is literally my name, Dana Beth. I know, Beth. Ugh. Don't love that name, it's okay. It's one of the brightest stars in the night sky, part of the summer triangle, forming an east-pointing altitude of the triangle. Also, there is a black hole in Cygnus, which I'm gonna get to why this is so insane, because I literally think this black hole, we came from this black hole. Think of like wormholes, black holes, we came from it. I'm telling y'all, this Star of Bethlehem, this black hole birthed us. I don't know why, I just know. It also says most of the east has part of whatever this is in a deep sky, a giant galaxy with a lot of planets. Yes, they've researched it and found a lot of planets. This is where we're from. We're really inside the black hole, but I think we're on the planets too. We were at one point. Okay, more to come. Like literally these dots connect. In Hinduism, the period of time between this is called this, because I can't pronounce anything. It means the moment of the universe. The star system in correlation is Cygnus, from when the universe was born. This is why they meditate around this time. And let's just remember, I'm going to talk about Deneb in a second, but Cygnus is an X-ray binary star. Kind of looks like a bridge. Basically, this star is feeding the black hole. This is a donor star, but the main thing here is it kind of looks like a bridge. Just, you'll see. All right, I'm gonna bring you guys back to the Magi's real quick, and then we'll get into what Deneb really means and how this can all help you as a human. And it's really cool. So there's this thing in mythology called the Bridge of the Magpies, which is celebrated by I think it's called the Kixi Festival. To make a long story short, basically this guy falls in love with this fairy weaver girl. She had just escaped heaven. She was looking for fun. He's from Earth. He wants her to stay with him, so he takes her clothes so she can't travel back to heaven, and she's stuck on Earth with him. They have a family. And then this goddess from the heavens gets mad and finds out what he did with her and wants her back. There's many different forms of the story, but the one I read, there is a bridge built where he can visit her one day out of the year, called the Bridge of Magpies. Once a year, the magpies would fly up to this bridge, take pity on this couple that could no longer be together, and the lovers could be together for one single night, which is on the 7th night of the 7th moon. But this is what's crazy! So basically to me, just so you all know, this symbolizes, I was like, this must be Cygnus, because the magpies, right? I'll show you how it connects. But to me, this symbolizes our old selves, which were from the heavens of Deneb and Cygnus, and our earthly selves. And this is where we can congregate on this bridge of Cygnus to meet with our consciousness, with our ancestors, with the other part of ourselves that's like projected out of this black hole in Cygnus. So we can meditate on this star, which I'll get into. But guys, this is what connected. That was crazy. In the love story, The Bridge of the Magpies, Deneb marks the Magpie Bridge across the Milky Way. What? The Star of Bethlehem. Like, please. So Deneb, the Star of Bethlehem. Oh, by the way, Deneb means the Lord comes. Jesus in that time, or us. The Lord is just someone who has power. Us. Deneb is a star we can call on with our consciousness, where we can meet ourselves, our ancestors, our higher selves. I don't know if you've ever heard of meditating on a star. You can look up the stars, you could do it in bed, just envision or have an intention to connect with that star and just receive. I've done it before. Sometimes it's magical as shit. Sometimes I'm too much in my head. It's okay. We're human. But if you haven't meditated on this star, meditate on this damn star. Because I believe that this connects you with your higher self, where we are from, where our souls are from, projected from the singularity of the black hole in Cygnus. Also, interestingly enough, I was reading this book called Womb Awakening, and I came across this, I'm not joking you, the same day or two as I was researching this shit. And it talked about flying of the swan, which was journeying through a galactic vulva for multidimensional renewal or rebirth. The swan flight is the original mystical shamanic journey made by womb priestesses through their inner black womb hole, which symbolized the great cosmic womb. Where we were born, the Star of Bethlehem. I can't believe this all connects. Like, I just can't. And then I wrote bridge. Basically connecting with Deneb, shamanic journey, Cygnus, rebirth, the freaking black hole. Like, come on. Okay, so we've established we were born out of the star Deneb. We were born out of the black hole on Cygnus, but Deneb is like the star we can call on to meet with our higher selves. It's the Star of Bethlehem, where Jesus was born, or that signifies the birth of Jesus, which is us. Deneb is also known as the hen's tail. The hen obviously is fertility, motherhood, the divine feminine. Another just thing where I think it's our cosmic mother, or where we were given birth to. Okay, I would love to hear your own downloads about this, but the last thing I'll say is Deneb backwards is bend, which means stretching a bow, bending. It also means to bind. Plasma binds, the glue of the universe. When I think of bending, I think of portals. I think of the Vessia Pisces or Pisces, which is two things coming together to form a portal or something new. Also stretching a bow, it's pulling back so it shoots forward. Stretching, it's expanding, it's wisdom. When you bend something, you create a new path. You are reflecting on something. You are bending light back in on itself to experience it in maybe a new way. You are changing. Love bends, heat bends. I don't know why, but I have this like innate understanding that Deneb has to do with like love and bending and portals and like the way we were created. It has something to do with the flower of life, bending reality, warping reality, learning how our intentions bend reality. It has to do with curiosity. Yeah, I don't know. Something with like bending light, wormhole. We'll see in the future what the heck I'm even talking about. I'm just channeling here. Anyway, I hope you found this deep dive cool. I hope it sparked curiosity. I'm sorry about that. All I really want to do is spark curiosity and magic in your life. These things excite me. The fact that we can meditate on a star, and the fact that this has never been put together or mainstream is strange. But anyway, this just all brings magic to my life. It makes me think deeply just about everything. I hope you connected some dots. I'm going to stop talking. Goodbye.